stoking Saturday morning. Get ready to last minute jump in a race over here in Asia. Wasn't initially gonna race right away, but was like, you know what, man? Fuck it, dude. I'm already here. May as well get some. So here we are. Yeah, doubt I'm even have time to get in one lap. Yeah, hey, again, stoking Saturday at all. Just hella slept in. Was up late last night racing. Couple crappy finishes in the Americas yesterday, and first thing in the morning, and then again in the early evening. A total of 5 races, man. All of them, in the grand scheme of things, the less than desirable results were as a result of my own inability to, frankly, get away from some scenarios I should have been in the first place. So I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, had some crappy races. Jumped over to Europe to just do some time trial and just kind of get away from the Americas for a bit and change up the vibe. And ended up doing pretty good over there. Ended up setting a new qualifying time in Europe, which I was pretty stoked on. As a matter of fact, I think it even bettered my American region time, which at the time was my best of my 3 accounts. All right, race time. So I had a couple good results there. Decided to then jump back over the Americas. It was pretty late by then. I don't know. It's like a 10:30, near 11, something like that. Anyways, long story short, I ended up getting in like 4 races, or maybe it was 3. They were all podiums, so yeah, it was pretty rad. So again, I wasn't sure I was in a race right now, but decided to come over and give it a go since I'm already. Shit, I'm all off on my. Anyways, Got BBL Flash in the race. We got the A-Brew. Forgive my Japanese homies with my this inability to read your driver handles. Hey, as always, all my fellow competitors, may you find success in whatever goal you put ahead of yourself to achieve. May we all either maintain or gain our driver sportsmanship / safety rating. May we all have a competitive, fun ass race, man. Looking forward to this one. Fired up. Anyway, so long story short, man, I was up hella late last night. Then I've been also reading The Shining and probably read for about another hour. Usually I try to get to bed 10, no later than 11 if I can. Last night I don't think I would sleep till like 1:30. But it was a Friday, man. No work today, so sometimes you gotta treat yourself. I was able to sleep in. I was nerding off on the internet right now, just going down that YouTube rabbit hole of Gran Turismo videos, and saw the homie High Octane. In case you're unfamiliar, High Octane Racing, Georgia-based racer, super sick dude, super honorable. The owner of the patented rapid fire gear shift style. He put up a video titled, I don't know, Chaos at Sardegna. And the race was basically one of the races that I was involved in, man. And it was kind of hard to rewatch, but watching the replay from another racer's perspective as well gave me some additional insight. One, on how my, frankly, anger issues towards another competitor ultimately resulted in less than desirable race results for more of my competitors than just myself, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, again, learning experience, man. Also, to be fair, what I initially thought was a less than honorable action by one of my competitors, which led to my whole emotional reaction, I was right. So, you know, ain't gonna lie, I was right. But, you know, whatever, man. Doesn't change the fact that I should have kept my cool. And, yeah. So, is what it is. Moving forward from that, over here in Asia, we got the BB Flash up ahead. We got the 710 EHR. Raced all these homies before. Bunch of honorable guys, man, keeping it real, which I'm going to be blunt, man. You come over here to Asia, a lot of times you are going to find some really honorable driving, man. I mean, dude, a lot of times, not to sound stereotypical, but a lot of times the Asian cultures, in my experience, are very supportive and want people to succeed and want to, again, do shit or compete with honor, man. So that being said, let's keep an eye out for these guys over here and make sure we don't get involved in their contact. Yeah, these guys having to slow up for these guys is definitely affecting my separation from the racers behind me, so... Yeah, I don't care if you guys want to do what you're going to do, man, but you guys need to pick it up because you're in my fucking way. Alright, I was able to get a clean, tight line right there, pass on the homie. Ideally, I didn't want to go hyper aggressive, potentially compromise the homies' lines, man. But again, these guys are holding me up, so I had to take some action right there, be a little bit more aggressive. All right. So still a whole lot of race to go. Hope that was not a penalty. Shit, god damn it, was a motherfucking penalty. Cut it just a little bit too sharp. God damn it. My bad. All that work for naught. You know, is what it is. See if we can get back in here. Still a lot of race to go. But yeah, that was a big time error, man. This is one of those tracks, again, I mentioned this before. You make a single error, it's going to be exponentially magnified in the grand scheme of things. Again, I had like a 3-second lead on those homies behind me. Made some progress on one of the dudes in front of me. And yeah, man, now we're back where we started and about half the time cut off, man. Yeah, so... that penalty sucked ass, man. But, you know, it happens. Alright, definitely a much cleaner exit out of that one. Alright, coming up on the final lap. Looks like we built up a little bit more separation from the cats behind us. But the homies in front are definitely getting away. Finally got in 127s, man. Ideally, I want to have my laps in the 126, but again, having to slow down for these guys and their battles up ahead was definitely not helping my own lap times. See if we can't get a run on these guys over here in these final turns. Right, good strong exit right there. Look at all that sand flying up there, 710 EHR. Which line are you gonna take, homie? Shit, I think I got another fucking penalty, man. God damn it. If I got another penalty, I'd be fucking pissed. That was a hell of a move on 17H's part, man. I thought I had it down to fucking first, but I fucked up, dude. I had it in fucking second like a dummy. Oh, well, hey, at least no contact with any of my homies in this race. And yeah, that was a good one. Definitely had a couple opportunities there to make some progress. Didn't work out, you know, is what it is. Doubt I was able to gain any points, but we'll find out. The guys who finished ahead of me might be lower their aim rating, but I guess we'll find out. Good first race off in the morning. I'd much rather have a honorably driven race than some hyper aggressive other cats. Yeah, lost a little bit. That was a good ass race. Aryamachi, I don't think I got Aryamachi in there, did I? Yeah, fun race. Fucking should have got some points though, but yeah, still fun race anyways. Yeah. So let's I think I'm gonna get another one right here. We'll take a quick pit stop, be right back.
I don't know where I end and KXP begins anymore. I'm Mike.
I'm Winona.
Join us by making a donation today at
KEXP.org.
Focused mind, clearing my conscience and an open heart. Everything comes if I concentrate. When I focus on the right thing, I either shut out the world and release the hate, or focus on the fighting. I don't have to follow no trend, not just to follow, inspire, just believe. I just have to visualize what I want. I know that I have to create my dreams. I have to realize it's not a hope I'm breathing, because I see how thoughts manifest what I want. I know that my mind's not a painting.
All right. Appreciate y'all's patience. FYI, this artist we're listening to is what the fuck does that say? Jah9, JAH, the number 9, the name of the song, Open Heart, KXP. I think you heard the information on that. KXP, Seattle, Washington, 90.3. If you're in the Emerald City. Oh, you know what I do want to do is, I want to do this. Are you sure you want to cancel Central? Yes. Yeah, 90.3 FM if you find yourself in the Emerald City. Seattle, Washington, 92.7 if you find yourself in the San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area. They got a sister station. They just started there, I don't know, a few months back, which is pretty sick. I'm listening to it on the streaming app on my phone because I'm neither in, unfortunately, the 206 or the 510. So yeah, stuck out here in the 209. But whatevs. Anyways, yeah, you love music. This is your station. Saturday mornings, 9 to 12 is the reggae show. Positive vibes, man. Takes me back to sitting on my balcony weekend morning, Saturday mornings, International District, Seattle, drinking my coffee, doing my crossword puzzle, reading the newspaper, enjoying. Yeah, Octane, good morning to you, brother. Hey, dude. Yeah, I was just talking about earlier. I was watching your latest video, man. The chaos in Sardegna, man. Dude, you know what? After that race, actually, as I lost my cool on that on one of the other drivers, man, and I saw these cars as a result of my actions flying around the walls, I was like, fuck, dude, man, that's weak. Yeah, man, my loss of my composure, man, like I mentioned to you in the comment, man, it affected the other racers, man. It was frankly a shameful display, and you know, I learned from it. Even right after the event happened, I remember thinking to myself, God, you know what, man? If I would have just played it cool, let the dummy have his not cool move to get past me, I'd have been okay with that, man. You know, in the long run, I think everyone would have had a better finish. You know, I wouldn't have had any, frankly, respect for that set driver, but you know what I'm saying, man? So, yeah, I was in the wrong there. But, hey, thanks for posting that up, man. Yeah, again, if anybody else is out there checking out the video, you don't already know about High Octane Racing's YouTube channel, man, check it out. Homie's a super sick, keeping an honorable racer. Again, the master of the patented rapid fire gear shift technique, man. Big fan of your work, Octane. So yeah, over here in whoa, yeah, you know, but yeah, you're right. And you know what? And I often say this as well. I think a lot of times guys are going to get emotionally charged in a race. I mean, you know, we're competing, we're on edge, our endorphins are going, you know, everything's moving, the adrenaline's going. And yeah, you encounter some guys, and one of the things I found with my own experience is, especially, you know, frankly, watching Chris Halco's videos. I'm sure you're familiar with Halco, right? So often people would be crashing into me and I'd be overreacting. And I watched Halco's videos and I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, that's what I do to other cars. I didn't realize where I thought maybe I was being in the right. Maybe I was actually being, you know, someone who was ignorant to their actions. Which, to be fair, if you're new and you don't know what you're doing, whether if you're, you know, intentionally trying to block someone to get past from you at the speed line or missing your brake marker, things like that, it may not make you necessarily dirty, but as much as, you know, frankly ignorant, right? And another thing that I found is often when I think there might be a racer who's quote unquote dirty, like hitting me from behind, for example, right? I'll be like, oh man, that guy's super dirty, right? But then I'll go and watch the replay and like, oh shit, it actually wasn't his fault that he hit me from behind. He was hit from behind, you know, little things like that, right? So thus, going back to why, no matter whether or not I was in the right or the wrong, I should keep my cool, right? I mean, sure, there's scenarios, man, where you know you might be dealing with someone and they're being really pushy throughout the race. You know, there's no one else around; they're just being super pushy. Yeah, and sometimes you got to give them like a little nudge, like, right? It's like I have to tell people it's like a little puppy nipping at your heel, right? Like, dog, back the fuck up. I'm the big dog, you know. But yeah. So, yeah, man, again, always good to see you. It was great to see you in that race. I was having such a fun-ass time in that race, man. So, yeah. Normally, early morning time, I'd be over in the Americas. That's generally when I find some of the cleaner competition. And of late, I've also been finding it cleaner in the early and later evening. but overslept this morning. I was like, you know what, man? I haven't been to Asia in a while. Usually Asia is my weekend region to check out, since I don't really have time to check it out so much on the Monday through Friday. So yeah, I decided to come over, do a couple races over here. Already had one race. Not the greatest finish results-wise, not the worst. Good, clean race, man. I love coming over here to Asia where they keep it super honorable. Yeah, it was a hell of a race, man. So, hey, again, man, Octane, thanks for checking out the stream today, bro. Super fired up, man. Love watching your streams, man. I'm a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 guy over here in California State. So, generally, when you're streaming during the day, it coincides perfectly with my work day breaks, man. So I get to chill back and watch you or the Sam Squatch, or sometimes Dan Turismo, man, or the the anti-meta Tyrannosaurus Rex, man. Which anybody else checking out this, if you don't already know about these guys, I've thus mentioned, check them out. So much sick content out there. YouTube for Gran Turismo, everything you want to know. I mean, pretty much everything you want to know about everything is on YouTube, right? You need to know how to do something. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Whoa. Yeah, so much information out there. I'm definitely not one to look for in, any lap guides or anything like that. I'm just a cat sitting in my house, loves Gran Turismo, and, really, frankly, man, is really excited about this whole online experience, man. I've been, I'm a cat that's been playing video games, starting back in the arcades in the 80s. And I remember, first home Ataris and the Nintendos. And I remember when the first PlayStation 1 came out, man. These guys, I think previous to that, I had like a Sega or something. These guys at my work, we're all talking about the same Gran Turismo. I'm like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? They talking about a restaurant? Like, I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. And I was able to figure out that it was a quote unquote game on this new PlayStation system. So I'm like, I think I'm going to pick it up. I remember, they sold at my work at the time, and it was like maybe it was like a $200 bundle. This is back in like 97, 98. And, all the homies in this race again, although I don't see the Abru. Anyways, right, so you remember this, and I get to sing home, man, and I'd always loved racing games. It's like pole position, things like that, right? But I do this Gran Turismo thing, right? At the time, the graphics were, right? You look back on it now, maybe they're not so mind-blowing, but still really in the grand scheme of things, the template was there. It's still very similar, the game nowadays. I mean, obviously, near 30 years later now, we're talking about exponentially improved graphics and things of that nature. But the biggest change, so after Gran Turismo 1, which is something I was often doing, drunk and high on cocaine, sober now for well over a decade. But after that, frankly, video game systems, it didn't appeal to me. Skateboard and just doing my crazy shit. Anyways, but every once in a while, I always have my PlayStation 1. I would always bust out Gran Turismo once, twice, 3 times a year, right? I would hook it up to the TV, man, because it's a classic, timeless game, man. So if I was bored and I wanted to play a game, I'd plug it in. During the pandemic, I was actually doing it a little bit more so than other, because there wasn't shit on TV, man. None of the basketball games were on, which is mainly my sport. I mean, there was pretty much nothing on TV. Anyways, I didn't get any new TV during that time period, and the old AV cables for the PlayStation 1 didn't work on the new TV. So I was like, you know what, man? I've been hearing about this new PlayStation 5 coming out. I'm gonna see what's up, man. So it took a while. It was during the pandemic. Parts were hard to come by with the PlayStation, especially. Was able to eventually get it, and I'd heard that the Gran Turismo 7 was coming out, but in the meantime, I picked up the Gran Turismo Sport. I think it was like 3 months before Gran Turismo 7 was going to come out, So, you know, I get on this Gran Turismo Sport, and of course, you know, the graphics have vastly improved. And I'm doing it, right? At this point, I'm clueless to the whole online racing aspect of it all, though. As a matter of fact, one of my coworkers, who has been in the sim racing for some time now, though, he does it on the computer, on the Seta Corsa, or I don't know, the Forza, one of those ones. Anyways, we were talking, and he's like, yeah, you know, you should check out the online race. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm envisioning like that scene from like the Thor movie where he's, you know, talking shit to the kid in his basement. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do all that shit, man. And so anyways, the homie definitely got the line on me there, so take your spot there, bro. Anyways, excuse me. Finally, I get the Gran Turismo 7. I had to go radio silent there and focus on that shit, so I had to lose control of my car. Go through the whole game. It's a blast. It's basically like playing Gran Turismo 1, but, you know, just, again, crazy, better graphics. Pretty much get through it all. My coworker is then suggesting to me that I check out the wheel, man, because I'm on a controller. I think at the time it was like Daytona or one of those tracks. I was having difficulty keeping pace with the guys, man. I couldn't figure it out, man. I'm on, what I come to find out is my coworker's like, yeah, dude, he's like, because you're on the controller. Every time, like, you're trying to turn, right, you're essentially scrubbing your tires. And I was like, okay, dude, like, I guess I'm going for a wheel now. So I ended up getting a wheel. Took a little bit of time to get used to, but I got used to it, right? Then I started getting this online racing thing, man. Holy moly, dude. Talk about a game-changing experience, right? I mean, you get it, bro. You know, back in the day, if we wanted to, you know, play an opponent, man, it was like, hey, man, you got another quarter? Let's run a race at the arcade. Or, you know, you guys were at the house, man. Whoa, what are you doing there, dog? You know, or like, hey, you're sitting on that side of the couch, I'm sitting on this side of the couch, we're going to race each other, right? No, now, man, I'm sitting over here in my fucking room in fucking the United States, and I'm racing cats that are likely in Australia or Japan or Thailand or China. I say likely because just because you're flying that flag doesn't necessarily mean you're actually in that region. Like for myself, I mean, I'm in America, yet I'm flying an Australian flag, and I'm definitely not Australian. What the fuck are you doing, dog? All right, take it. Yeah, so that's what's mega exciting about it. All right, so this homie was able to snake his space back, be a little bit aggressive. Yeah, give me that, though, inside line, man. I'm going to take you every time, dog. I mean, or if you want to stay right there, you can do that, too. You wanted to get right in front of me, dog, right? It's kind of what's going to happen. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the most honorable maneuver, man, but hey, dude, you know what? You want to play fucking games like that, get right in front of me? That's what's going to happen. Anyways, yeah. I don't think that was the coolest thing to do, but hey, again. So yeah, that's my whole take on that, man. So again, Octane, hope your day is well, man. I'm assuming, judging by your bio that I read before, you're out in the Georgia state, man. Never visited your home state. It's actually been on one of the... Yeah, you know, I was like, what are you doing, dog? he's trying to block me. So you're gonna try and get in my line. Anyways, yeah, yet to visit your home state. Hell, I want to get there one of these days. It's actually I'm over here again in California State, specifically Central Valley, about an hour east of the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area, where I grew up. Which a lot of people always ask, "Hey, how the hell do I pronounce your name, man?" My SFOAKDROMW stands for San Francisco, Oakland, San Leandro, and Marginal Way Skate Park, Seattle, Washington. Lived up in Seattle, Washington for a lot of years. So yeah, that's what it stands for. They're actually letters in my tattoos. So yeah, I get a kick out of hearing a lot of the homie racers. Is it F-Strom? Is it Spoketro? I think Dan Turismo has the best. He just calls me SF. Same with Sam Scratch, man. I get a kick out of the dudes. Pronunciations of it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm over here in California. I'm a big fan of the Golden State Warriors, the NBA basketball team. I try if I can to catch them at a different arena, at least once a year. I've done that. Well, I think I was up in Seattle, but I've been back in California now for about 4 years. So anyways, I got a friend of mine out in Savannah. She's originally from Seattle, but she lives out in Savannah, and she's like, Hector, you gotta come out and visit. And I'm like, fuck, man, so it's kind of like a goal of mine to get to Atlanta, catch a Warriors-Hawks game, and then go see the homie. Unfamiliar with the geographical difference between the cities, but yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to watch a replay on that one, man. But yeah, you get right in front of me, well, that's what's going to happen. Moral story, you shouldn't stay right in front of someone. Anyways, yeah, on that note, I'm going to start getting out of here to go enjoy some of this scorching ass Central Valley heat. And get my session on. All right, let's make sure we get these guys over here. So, hey, again, Octane, man, thanks for showing up today, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Diesel, BB Flash, 710R, good race, well done, congratulations. Yeah, man, again, big fan of your channel. Man, I mean, shit, we all love Gran Turismo. Oh, that's what I was going to get at, man. The whole thing with the, beefing with cats, having issues on course, racetrack, whatnot. Oh, rad, dude. Yeah, I've never been there. The only state I've been to on the East Coast is Florida. I've been to Orlando a couple of times. The whole Disney World, NASA thing, man. Hell, I want to get to Georgia. God willing, that's going to happen someday. But yeah, what I was going to say is, man, earlier, talk about the whole differences, how my perception of one of another's actions or their perception of my own actions, race might be misunderstood, mainly because we don't have that context, right? Like if I say something in text, you can be like, hello, what the fuck are you saying right there? Or hello, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have that, right? But I bet you put us all at a round table, and we just had a discussion, drinking some coffee, shooting the shit about what we love about the race. I think we'll find way more similarities between ourselves as competitors, or, way more similarities in our love for, frankly, the sport of Gran Turismo, right? It's hella fun, man, and it's community. And frankly, I think we go to other regions and we have competition, man. It's kind of like building world peace too, man. So, anyways, I think the world governments have a lot to learn from Gran Turismo racing as well. Right, that. Speaking of which, hey, peace to all. Fuck the war pigs. Stop shooting people. Stop bombing people. Human race, we can do better. Love for all of you and yours. Stoked for all of you and yours today. Whatever you're gonna do today, go fucking get it. Keep your head in the clouds, your feet on the ground, one foot in front of the next, and be of service to another. Again, everyone stop by, check out the stream. I appreciate it. I'll be doing some more racing later on. I go get my skateboarding session on now, and maybe go do some backflips in the pool afterwards. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing some racing. So catch you all later. Peace.